Okay, we are here in Dubai, and today we are going to meet one of the wealthiest and most influential trading industry giants. He has access to the data of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of traders. So who better to ask for the best information on how to become a profitable trader? So we're going to his house, meet him, ask him a few questions. So is the statistic that 90% of traders fail actually true? And at the end, I have a gift for him, so stick around. Mr. Owen.
Pleasure to have you here.
So do you want to introduce yourself and tell us where we are?
Okay, I'm Owen Morton, the co-founder of FunderPro and TradeLocker. This is my house in Dubai. So, a lot of people think that I work in some crazy big office right now, but no, this is where it all happens. This is where I make all my money. Just there, simple. It's pretty like yours, no? Exact same.
Yeah.
You got a better view than me though.
No, I don't think I do.
I do, you do. I think you do.
Let's check the view and let's let the people decide.
I challenge you to a flyboard later on.
Okay, we'll do flyboard a little bit later on.
Yeah. You look like the adventurous type.
Yeah. So are you now based fully in Dubai?
Yeah, I've moved here. I came here a couple of months ago, and this is my main place.
And where were you before?
I was 7 years in Malta.
Okay.
So I'm originally Irish, you probably can tell from my accent. But yeah, moved to Malta in 2017 and stayed like fully 7 years there. And Dubai is the location number 3. And here I think is where the real big money is.
And that's why you moved?
Yeah. So I have a couple of companies already here that mainly service brokers and real estate.
This is the thing. The reason I wanted to talk with you is because I know you have so many businesses, most of them around trading. So how many traders' data do you think you have access to?
I think like lifetime, like 2.5 million.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you a few questions down the line about trading and how to become a profitable trader.
If you want to learn how to trade, got to join my man on his YouTube and anything he's shilling, because he'll teach you, okay? I will not be able to teach you, but I can teach you how to be an affiliate and an entrepreneur.
You have the challenge of $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
You also have a lot of trading related products. Which one in terms of trading are you focusing on the most?
Realistically, it's two things, right? So FunderPro, as a lot of people know, it's a prop firm. It's something that we created. Myself and my brother started the idea of creating a prop firm. We saw a lot of movement from traditional Forex. A lot of the volume was going down because we have a big business in that. And it was moving towards something. We didn't know what it was at the time. It was very, very early in 2021. But towards sort of mid and the end of that year, we realized it's moving into this prop firm space. We hadn't got a system. We hadn't got any technology set up for it. And we spent pretty much our Christmas holiday trying to figure out how it worked. So we partnered with Gary, who is the CEO of FunderPro. He's also a very, very good friend of mine for 16 plus years. And we said, okay, let's make prop firm, let's do it a little bit different, and let's go to market. So in April 2022, we officially set the prop firm up, which is FunderPro, and we just went to market. We didn't know how we were going to scale. We just knew that we wanted to bring this product into the space. And we started partnering with a lot of affiliates who've worked with us over the last number of years, and just steadily growing. What really, is combined with that, and is the other main focus for me, is TradeLocker. And as you know, TradeLocker stepped in to fill a huge void with prop firms in the last year and a half, and we've just been growing month after month. So those two are like my big core focus. A
lot of prop firms say that they A-book traders, but I would say that there's a 99% chance they're not being A-booked. So how are you being able to A-book traders?
Yeah, so when you do get funded, the funds for your account, if you have a $25 account, a $25,000 account, a $200,000 account, those funds are at a liquidity provider, and the trades are being executed on that account. So when you press payout, the funds will come from ultimately that LP, that broker at that moment. That's where you're getting paid out from. So for us, we've taken the option to give you a harder challenge. You've passed that challenge because you're a successful trader. You've managed to maintain your risk. You've managed to stay consistent, and you've proved that you can hold this amount of money. We then back you with that amount of money. For us, if you think about it, the max drawdown is our max loss. So we're also in with you in that account. We're with you to make sure that if you do get profit, you take it from the market. So you make profit, press payout, take the payout. That's what we want.
And do you think that was the biggest downfall of prop firms right now?
A lot of prop firms that have had issues, some of them have navigated those through marketing exercises, which is nuts. I don't know how anybody believes that, but it's cash flow. Cash flow management is one of the biggest things. Even today, it's nearly 2 years down the road. I haven't taken a penny out of FunderPro. I don't want to. Everything is back to R&D, creating the next version, coming up with new concepts, building a better dashboard, building better feature set. If you log into FunderPro, you'll always see something new for you because we want to have optionality, true innovation. We always kept things calm, put a lot of money back into the idea, made sure the idea was stable, made sure the idea could grow, get people around the table that are interesting, pay them well to keep this company alive and keep it growing, keep it going forward.
So let's go into the garage, because I think you have some things that people really, really like over there.
The weights.
Let's talk about the come up. From the outside looking in, you have everything someone would want: the house, the cars, the money. But I would love to know about your come up. Like, how was it before?
It wasn't like this. No, it wasn't like this. Okay, first of all, I had a very, very good childhood. I grew up in a nice family house. Then the recession, 2008, really fucked up my whole family. Like every single of the businesses, they all started crashing. People's purchase power in hospitality went. They couldn't buy it, they couldn't go out into restaurants anymore. It really just sort of narrowed in, like what happened in COVID, right? But imagine that in 2008. Yeah. See my dad come home, I was like, oh, shit's hit the fan. Lads, let's go to fucking work. Me and my brother, we were still finishing out school and we were just working in the pubs. I would do jobs, toilets, kitchen, cleaning, hot service, whatever the fuck I was asked to do. And I started to learn that like a lot of these people that are there's like 16 people there, they're taking the piss out of my dad. And they're just basically running the bill up, you know? So me and my brother came with an idea, let's do this, let's try tighten up the ship a bit. Unfortunately, that meant removing a couple of individuals. They got removed and we created a business that was, yes, it was harder because we were doing 16-hour days, but at the end of the year, we actually had some money. Now it was only 80K or 100K profit, but still it was a big difference from losing, loss making, you know? And that was my birth by fire in hospitality. I was working for 1,400 euros a month. Yeah. And I was living in an apartment that cost me 800 euros a month. I was being fed at the pub. Yeah. You know, that was my life.
And how many years ago was this?
I was 18, 19, I'm 36 now, you know?
That's insane.
And I just did that. But I enjoyed it because there I learned every single thing. I learned how to network, how to communicate, how to sell. And I learned all of these skills while working in that bar. And I started to apply those skills into other things.
Okay, so I found out now that you actually have access to millions of traders' data. And I think that's a good segue for everyone that is watching, that is trying to become a profitable trader. Given all of the traders that have gone through your companies, what would be the number one tip for them to become profitable?
Everybody going into trading needs to really focus on risk management and making sure that they have this attitude that it's not going to happen in one trade. It's not even going to happen in 10 trades. It takes a lot of time. Manage risk, stay calm, learn from everything that you do, probably learn from someone else that is proving that they're profitable, and focus like that. Yeah. If you don't, you will fuck up. I was a victim of it too. I went all in. Yeah. And it never works. It never works. Something like 90, even maybe a little bit more, 90% of people will fail because of that. Yeah. They think it's going to happen today.
So is the statistic that 90% of traders fail actually true?
If you let's say do an aggregate of everything and you look at all of these different websites, different brokers, it's about that. Like the highest will be 90%. Anywhere from 80 to 90% of traders will fail.
And you think it's mostly because of the not having good risk management and then just thinking, oh, okay, yeah, this trade is going to play out, so I'm going to risk 50%.
Yeah, that is crazy, you know. That's madness. How can you go in and expect that to win? Like that's casino attitude. Yeah. It's not going to work for you.
People think that just because it's accessible that it should be easy. When it's actually the other way around. Because it's so accessible, that's why people fail. Because they think, oh, it's so accessible, I should be making money. And that's why when they fall into this negative cycle of they lose once and they're like, oh, I shouldn't be losing, I should be making money. And then it's just a negative cycle.
So I did a webinar recently for FunderPro, and we went over some of the data and we took some of the profitable traders that were funded and we asked them a lot about how their day goes. And on average, each trader was out of a trade 70 to 75% of the time, and only in a trade less than that. So that was the average. A lot of people were in the trade a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, but you're talking, like if you look at your day or your work schedule, imagine you're a 9 to 5, you've got 8 hours, right? 6 of those, you're focusing on about the trade, and maybe you don't even that day. And maybe 2 hours you're in the trade and you're managing it. If you think about it like that, it's actually quite smart, because then you can change your whole attitude towards trading, and you can say, okay, I'm not sitting down and within 15 minutes I'm in, you know? Or maybe that happened because you did your research the night before and that's why you got in. Like I think you researched a couple of days and then you might trade. That's fine. But most of the time you're thinking about the position you're about to take, And only if it sets your criteria, a lot of people talk about rules, make those rules for yourself or get the rules from your mentor and then do the trade.
This one is really, really nice. Tell me more about this one. This is one of your favorite ones, right?
Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, you're always wearing this one.
It's obviously yellow gold. It's I have this and got one for my wife as well, the smaller millimeter, but it's just super, super clean. It's very, very unique. One of my favorite APs is the skeletons.
Yeah.
So I have these two, so steel, rose gold.
How much do you think is in this box right here?
The watch guys would be counting now, but...
Let's say 150?
Yeah.
120? I don't know how much about this one.
Yeah, it's close to about 100 plus.
100?
Yeah.
Okay,
you're probably close to just pushing over a little million.
Yeah, if you add
but
that
then you
one.
add this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but then if you add this is 1 of 1. This is the, it's a 1 of 1 Bulgari ultra thin.
Yeah.
Thinnest watch ever.
Yeah.
They only made 20 of these, and then after I purchased it, there was another one that came out that was like a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
And I went fucking mad. I said, you just sold me this, telling me that it's the only one in Dubai, in the UAE, and then it was there was another one. So they were like, okay, well, let's make a 1 of 1. So the difference is the dials, they're green with the Arabic number. But yeah, it's so cool.
Okay. You do that with everyone, probably.
This is like a 400,000 euro watch, dollar watch, excuse me.
Yeah. Okay, so I would love to know about your day-to-day life. What does it look like on a weekday in terms of work?
So literally what do I do every single day?
Yeah.
Well, every day I get up, I try work out, see if anything came in overnight. Usually I would check mainly emails first. I know typically what's happening in terms of my schedule for the day based on my phone calls, because I try to have my meetings all lined up as early as possible. I use my calendar quite a lot for that. So we have a calendar, people can book time if they want to deal with me or speak with me. All of that I try to have as done as early as possible in the day. Now that I'm out here in Dubai, it's getting a little bit later because of the time zone difference. But once all that's done, I'll literally work on my website. I'll work on any content that I want to put into my Telegram. I'll work on any ideas, like if I'm thinking about a new ebook, if I'm thinking about some extra stuff to put on my website, like if we've done a deal or something like that, I want to talk about that. And then every single day I'll do something similar like that. And then throughout the week, certain days have particular board meetings that I must attend. So for all the different businesses, they're on different days, different shareholders, and yeah, you just have to just listen to those, see what any decisions that need to be made. They're not really super exciting. They're usually long, sometimes boring, but needs to be done. And then at the end of those, you usually have a couple of decisions to make. You make them, you move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
But I try a lot to really focus on the things that I'm doing to try drive as much direction and revenue for my things, which will then leak onto my businesses. So if I'm doing this $1,000 a day, that will bring affiliates to the other businesses. If I'm doing Telegram, that will bring people into Trades Guy, for example. So I'm just keep pushing like that every single day.
Yeah. So you're in the business mainly of getting leads, and then the other people manage the different companies, and you make sure that you overlook everything once a week.
Absolutely.
If everything is going well.
Yeah. Like for the last 12 months, the whole focus has only been meeting people. Just meet as many people as possible. Like everywhere you go, who's here, who lives here, who trades, who's in the prop business, who's in the broker business, who's in the platform business, and I want to meet you.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing. Like that's literally how we met.
So right now we're sitting in a $4 million car, $14 million mansion. Right beside us is a Lamborghini that almost cost $1 million. But I wonder, are you happy?
Yes, I'm extremely happy. And happiness should be only from experiences. So yes, this is a $4 million car, but it gives me an experience that I've never been able to have before. Now I've had it, perfect. I'm happy to get rid of this car tomorrow. I don't need it. You know, it's not that I need this to be happy. Take it, I don't mind.
Yeah.
You know, everything is for sale always with me, because more experiences will come tomorrow. As long as I can have experiences with my family, with my wife, that's great. Last year, a platform left the space, completely left the space. And I lost a lot. I lost a lot of opportunity. I lost a lot of business. I lost a lot of money. Didn't change my happiness, because I knew that I was able to work. I had the ability to work, and I had the ability to fix it. and that made me happy. The problem didn't make me sad. I was pissed off. I went to war, but I knew that I could fix it. That made me happy. So take this car, take the house, do what you want. I might get it again, I might get 10x that, but I know what I'm capable of, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, Owen, for showing us around. You want to go flyboarding? I'm going to try to flyboard.
Yeah, let's do it.
So let's do it.
See that? Fuck the Bugatti, let's go flyboarding.
I just know when I was talking with Luke, he was like, yeah,
They're
every
like,
time
"Pete."
I'm with Owen, he's constantly, there's one thing that he's constantly doing, which is smoking cigars.
Ooh.
And so I just got you a tiny little box of my favorite cigars.
This is a very nice cigar.
Very, very light. So yeah.
Really
That's
appreciate it, thank you so much.
No worries.
That means a lot, appreciate it. Unfortunately, I didn't get you anything,
That's fine.
but next time.
I didn't expect it, so
Next time.
that's fine.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Perfect. I think we're gonna have to just take the mics off because we're about to go flyboarding. Now, there is a little trick to this, okay? You gotta put all your weight forward, all right? In 2 hours, you should be a pro.
I'll do it in 15 minutes. I'll do
Okay.
it in 30 minutes.
This sounds like money time. How much?
I can.
Simple 500 dirham. Easy.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're going to stand and fly. This is a trick of negotiation. Have the man's hand when you're doing terms.
Go.
In 15 to 30 minutes, so you have a lot of time. Stand, and you have to fly for at least 10 seconds.
What is the fly?
Just like for 10 seconds.
Like 5 seconds.
So surf for.
Man's
No, I'll do it. No, I'll do 10 seconds. I don't care.
Portuguese, the way they're
No, I
famous
don't
over
care.
there for the
I'll
waves.
do 10 seconds.
Huh?
And I just have to go 10 seconds.
10 seconds, and I'll give you 500 dirhams.
I'll do it in first 5 minutes.
Oh, fuck it out.
You know.
You don't realize what you're about to do.
I just casually made 500 dirhams. There it is. Let me leave the board there. Sir, it was a pleasure. Yeah, great experience with Owen and with everyone around Owen. Great to meet, great to understand that even the most successful people are just normal people that worked hard and found a skill and went after it. And yeah, I think that's a great message to leave to all of you. Just keep going, find the skill, monetize it, and scale.